uh, Good evening. Once again, good evening, people. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday evening at James Gautier's abode, his corner of his bedroom. How are you, people? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's okay. Tonight's show, Isolation Blues, is brought to you by Modelo Negra, the beer with you have to have taste to drink. Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Someone wants to say hi to me. That'd be awesome. So don't feel less alone. But either way, I'm gonna be cool. Well, is everybody nervous? I know I am. What's not to be nervous about? COVID, money, Trump, depression. What do you got? Give it to me. Give it back. How are you, everybody? Say hi, somebody. Mm. Last week, hi, Sid. Oh, thank you, Sid. Illinois is tuning in. We'll talk tomorrow, Sid, about the thing you want to help me out with. Good evening to you. Good evening to anybody out there. Last week, you might remember I had nothing in front of me to read. I just shared thoughts and ideas, and you guys helped me out, so thank you for that. And I want to do some of that tonight too. So I want you to help me tonight too. Share some ideas, ask them some questions, lie to me. I don't care. Um, I'm going to start off with the ones I've been starting off with a lot lately. I just way to begin. I don't know exactly how to begin, so I might as well begin. I want to tell you a story. I just don't know where to begin. Could begin at the beginning before the beginning began. Before the egg was cracked, before the musicians were tuned, will someone feed the dog? I tell you a story, but the world got in the way. The sun isn't shining, the window is still shut closed, the air is thick with worry. The children have no place to play. The moment passed too quickly. The memories got lost in the confusion. The noise was relentless, shatter overlapping. Nobody is wrong. You can see it that way. Tell me a story. Help me fall asleep. Hide kisses underneath my pillow so we'll never be alone. The only thing left is the smile slowly fading off into the silence. Tell me a story beginning at the beginning before it all began, where everything was real because nothing really mattered. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Sid. So we've got Evanston and Hollywood in the house. Have you been to Evanston, Nebraska? Anybody out there? I have. I've been to Nebraska and I've been to Evanston in Nebraska. Good evening, people. Is anybody out there nervous besides me? What do you guys have for dinner? You had dinner yet? How y'all doing? Again, once again, today's show is brought to you by Medela. Negra Medela. It's very lovely. Sid, I'm looking forward to Eileen, both. I'm going to read both you guys' stuff tonight. Um, Sid, your piece a little longer, but it's also quite good, so I enjoyed writing it / going to read it back to you. Um, I don't want to repeat myself too often, but I do because I like to repeat myself. It's like masturbation and talking to myself. But we keep growing and going with this. We keep trying to find new things to do and new ideas. This is I'm going to read two things. One by the great Edgar Allan Poe, and then one by me. Great or not. I like this piece a lot. I wrote this while. I asked you've been to me too. Oh, that's right, Wyoming, right in the corner of Nebraska. Right, you're right. Me too, Sid. Uh, I wanted to fuck you yesterday, but yesterday left and you decided not to stay. Wanted to love you yesterday, but yesterday left and you decided not to stay. Could have taught you how to play chess. Could have taught me how to kiss. Would have made a supper. Would have done the dishes. Would have told you secrets, at least one or two. Would have searched for pebbles, all kinds of precious stones. Would have shared a recipe, something for you to take. Wanted to fuck you yesterday, but yesterday left. Would have played Laura Nero. Would have played the Grateful Dead. Would have told you I loved you, but yesterday you already left. The clouds gather, turning into cliches, and you think you're clever until you run out of things to say. But I wanted to fuck you yesterday, but yes. Yeah, I think you're right, Sid. I think it is in Wyoming. Right in the corner there, right next to Nebraska. So I think you're right. I think you're right, Sid. Um, what else is going on, peeps? Tell me something. Lie to me or something. Make something up. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I was telling Eileen earlier, I think my beer grows faster than my head. I think. I can't really tell. Mm. On a personal note that no one cares about but me and Sid and anybody from Chicago, I don't want the White Sox to hire Tony La Russa. I think Tony La Russa is a nut. I know he's supposed to separate sports from nuts, but he's nuts. He's old. Fuck him. I'm going to read something I read before. I think I read this on the third or fourth show, so it was about almost 6 months ago now. Evanston, Denmark. Look at you. You traveling, man. I've never been to Denmark. I would like to go. I will eventually, I think. This is damn COVID. Oh, by the way, did anybody know that Armageddon would be this boring? You know this piece. I love this piece. I'm going to read it. And I'm going to read a short piece from Eileen. I'm going to read a couple of mine. Then I'm going to go to Sid's piece. Which, by the way, I really liked your piece. I like all the stuff. And thanks for sending new stuff in. Sid, I'll get your new stuff starting next week, probably. This is a lovely piece of work. Written by Edgar Allan Poe. My second favorite Baltimorean. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as someone gently rapping on my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more. Ah, distinctly I remember it was the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I sought to borrow from the books secrets of sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here for evermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustlings of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, 'tis some visitors entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, that it is, and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. Sir, said I, or madam, truly you have forgiveness, I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there and nothing more. Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wandering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared dream before. But silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave me no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word Lenore. Then I whispered, and echo murmured back the word Lenore. Merely this and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my souls within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. Surely, I said, surely there is something at my window lattice. Let me see then where the threat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and the mystery explore. 'Tis the wind and nothing more. Only here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, is there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obedience made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, but the grave and stern decorum of this countenance it wore. Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering through the nightly shore. Tell me why thy lordly name is the night's plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing a bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above my chamber door, with such name as nevermore. But the raven sitting lonely on the placid bust spoke only. that one word. If it's his soul is that one word he did outpour. Nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered. Other friends have flown before on the morrow. Leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then this bird said nevermore. Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, doubtless said I, what it utters is its only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master whose unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till the songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope the melancholy burden bore. Oh, never, nevermore. But the raven still beguiling all my fancy into smiling. Straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linkling. Fancy on to fancy thinking. What this ominous bird of yore, what did this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking nevermore? This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining with my head at ease, reclining on the cushioned velvet lining, and the lamp light glowed o'er. But velvet violet lining with the lamplight gloating o'er. She shall pass, ah, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfume with an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretched, I cried, thy God hath lent thee by these angels thee respite, and nepenthe from the memories of Lenore. Quoth, O quith this kind of nepenthe, and forget this lost Lenore? Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still is bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore. Dislocate, yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted. Tell me truly, I implore, is there a balm of Gilead? Tell me, I implore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of well, prophet still is bird or devil, but by that heaven that bends above us, by the God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden within the distance Aden. We shall clasp a Satan maiden, whose angel's name Lenore, clasps a rare and radiant maiden, whose angel's name Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Be the word or sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked, upstarting. Get thee back into the tempest of the night's plutonium shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie that soul has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above the door. Take thy beak from my heart and take thy form off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never fitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of demons that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er it streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul out from the shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. That's awesome. Oh, that was Edgar Allan Poe, by the way. I don't know if you guys enjoyed it or not. I enjoyed it. It's hot still in California. Starting to cool at night, thankfully. How many people can you name from Baltimore, people? Baltimore. There's a great piano player from Baltimore, Eileen. This is an angry poem that Eileen wrote, which I like. Um, it's called The Tents. Eileen Weiner. Great comedian, great poet, lovely human being, great friend, and a sexy wench. The tents. Sometimes I enjoy the people in the tents. Loaded all the time, they don't pay rent. Do gooders bring them hot meals to eat. Porta potties so they can shit on the street. Got free showers, don't give a damn. The, the whole world is their garbage can. Well, you know, trippy. That's what you get for living in Hollywood, seeing all that sad shit. I want to read. I want to read Sid's poem soon. How you guys doing out there? Everybody okay? I have. I started working on my new paintings. This hands obsession I have lately. But I don't want to show them to you because I'm not even close to getting done with one of them. I have two more, but I'm probably done by next week. There's some new material, some new stuff to do. I definitely got a bunch of Sids to look into. Yeah, Sid, don't hire Tony La Russa, Sid. Call up Reinsdorf. This is a poem I wrote many years ago. I guess we'll call it a Chicago poem. That's how old it is. Let me read a guy who lives in Evanston poem. When I whisper, I should be screaming. When I whisper, I should be screaming. And when I'm screaming, I'm being much too loud. Do you understand me at all? I don't know how much I should let go. Can feel the vibrations of a day not quite my own. What I admire about you most is that you talk loud to strangers. Want to let it all go? Come to the top and go back down again. Part of me is bursting, the part of me that scares me most, and the part I love most dearly. Want to watch myself grow old, to rub the belly of an old man, to go to your wedding, to give you matching set of towels, old enough to lust after. My dog came back from the dead. I want everything to be perfect. Ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies, catch me laughing, walk in while making love to your mother, get out of here. Sometimes when I'm whispering, I know I should be screaming, but then I know I'll be much too loud. Let's play catch. Let's wear ourselves down. Let's make love to the day. Let's not look at a clock all day long. Let's go home by myself so I can write my underwear. Brought everything with me today. My lips came with me today. My hunger came with me today. My appetite came with me today. Things I don't understand came with me today. Like a fighter pilot, it's hit or miss, but I ain't dropping bombs. I'm just unloading crap. I'm a dancer, out of step, pulled hamstrings and all the rest. I don't really need to limp. It just feels safer this way. Looking for the handicapped signs inside my mind, the crippling effects of a broken spirit. Waiting for death all my life, you bastard, you tease, you double crosser. How many promises do you have to break till you get it right? I love to dance, I love to watch old TV, and when it comes to mysteries, I don't want to know. And it's not impossible for me to escape a bag of jelly beans, a CO2 cartridge wrapped in paper bag, then set on fire. How I long to be younger than I remember. When I whisper, I should be screaming, and when I'm screaming, I'm even louder than you can imagine. Fuck you. You make me run. You make me feel ashamed. You put fear inside of me. When I'm whispering, I should be screaming. How dare you take that away from me? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Put anger inside of me. Your demons became my demons, and I just can't stop screaming. Feel like a ping pong ball, but I'm at the controls. You dart me to the left and you dart me to the right. You leave me alone, but you hold me. Can't you see I'm shaking? Can't you see it's so easy for me to lose control? And I'm in Soul Central, waiting for the next train out of here, and it's just searching for the next lousy metaphor. And I'm not resting. I'm frightened by your sadness. I don't want to play around with bullshit. I'd rather work for a living without work. There is nothing. When I'm whispering, I should be screaming, and I should be screaming. I'm wrapping my arms around you, kissing the back of your neck, listening to all ideas, believing in all your lies, or just maybe talking. But when I can't talk, I scream, and when I'm screaming, I should be whispering. But do you hear me when I kiss you? Do you hear me when I listen, reaching up, trying to maintain faith? Wish I believed like you. Wish I can get hold of you when you're jumping out of yourself just to put you back in. I hold on to a dream because it's the only thing we've got. Listen to the lies because it's all there is to believe in. No one ever believes in lies. You just got to pay attention. And when I'm screaming, I'd rather be whispering. Oh, right on. Hey, Bennett. Hey, David. Oh, right on. You interviewed Reinsdorf. I like him better than the owners of the Cubs, but I wish he wasn't hired Tony La Russa. How are you, Bennett? How are you, David? How you guys doing? Glad you tuned in. I'm going to read a piece by one of the gentlemen, Peoples, have been showing me writings and sending me poems to read. And Sid Yiddish is one of them. He sent me a bunch of them. And this is a little longer one. And I really liked it. I checked it out today. I hope to do it. I hope to give it justice. Thanks for tuning in, David. Thanks, Bennett, Sid, Eileen, whoever else might be there. That's awesome. Yeah, I like Reinsdorf better than the owners of the Cubs. So, mm. This is written by Sid Yiddish. He has a show on Tuesday nights on Facebook Live, 5 o'clock California time. And he's a very good writer. He's he's a nice guy, interesting guy, good guy, Sid. And I hope I do okay with this. Finding a cookie, I'm sorry, already fucked it up. Finding a condom within McDonald's. That's what it's called. I'm Sid Yiddish, finding a condom within McDonald's. And this is quite good. Right on, John. Thanks for tuning in. And the pollution makes a great sunset. Okay, here we go. Finding a condom within McDonald's. Sid Yiddish. I feel lost within America I used to love. Everyone and everything looks and feels the same to me. I can barely breathe, let alone feel happy about what I see. As every other minute, it's someone talking loudly on their cell phone, clutched to their ear like a lobster claw. And if it's not that, it's a big, bright line shouting at me, their mutant wares at me. Cars all look the same, new or used. Attitudes, while snappy and brisk, remain glued together like bad television sitcoms. It gets hard for me to fathom, but if you are not beautiful or have a head full of hair, then nobody wants you except for the insane, ostracized people who end up with heart problems later in life, and who wants that burden? I've never been one of the lucky ones, had the right looks and all, but my slowness to trendiness has pegged me for failure, aka Doomsville. And who knows, maybe I'll end up in circles singing and dancing and talking to people I don't seek out, but somehow they always find me. At times, just like now, I feel cold, depressed, and in general feeling sorry for myself. Like I do this very moment, or so they say. But who is they, anyway? Oh well, I'll get over it. A guy my age gets sick of all the same cliches, same old confessionals where nothing happens. There are no parties, there are no eyes smiling, all full heads of hair laughing at nothing but sticks in the air. I want sunshine out of apples. I want Cat to tell me how much she likes it when I pet her, and how kind I was to choose it from all the cats in the world to take home. I want all the jazz songs in the known jazz market of today and tomorrow to begin anew. I want a seagull to kiss me and tell me she appreciates that I try to mimic her sounds but knows we are not compatible. I want my silence to be filled with golden joys and sweet caresses from voices I have yet imprinted on my heart. I hate being passed up, talked down to, looked as funny, snickered at. In fact, I want my youth back, my rusted dreams restored to copper blue. I want vitality. I want all my good qualities to come back. I want all my old girlfriends back for 1 week so I can tell them what inner damage they incurred without even realizing it. I want to be one, arm in arm with a beautiful woman who is not afraid of exploring the unknown with me. I want my summer to be cool in the evening and sunny during the daytime. I want tragedy turn the comedic and comedy to fall into the sea. In essence, I want everything that I cannot have, and that included an American I will never get to know. And this one, ill at ease, feeling, will make me empty like a discarded cigarette butt wedged between the cracks of a crowded sidewalk. Shit. Shit. That is a really good poem, Sid. Damn, dude. Steve Linden. Tell you, man, I love what you're doing artistically, man, and you're inspiring the shit out of me. So thank you for that. And even if you weren't inspiring me, you inspired me as a friend already. But these paintings you've been doing are just fantastic, man. Holy moly. Yeah, these guys are talented. I got some talented folks in my life. So anybody's okay. This is the moment, the brief harmonica break when you guys want to ask me some questions. See if John gets the key. I'm going to play a few moments of harmonica. Maybe you guys come up with a couple questions to ask me about anything. And yes, I'm nervous about this Trump thing. Yes, I think I'll lose, but goddamn, I really want him to get beat badly. Not just lose, but get beat really badly. So in the meantime, take a little moment, and then you guys ask me some questions if you want to, and I'll try to get back to you. And I don't know what those emojis mean, John. I can't quite see them by eyesight, and I'm not sure what the hell they are. That's okay. It's a E harmonica, by the way. Oh yeah, I don't know. Sid, I thought that was silly, man. I don't know what these days are. It's National Don't Fuck a Frog Day. I know that. It's National If you do have sex with your dog, make sure the dog's drunk first day. It's if you have to. You should get naked at least once a day just to bathe a day. We're gonna call. I'm gonna call it off soon, but you guys already not quite. But thanks for tuning in. I do have more stuff. You want to meet my parents again? There they are, mom, dad, other stuff behind me. I don't know how long this is going on, man. This COVID thing's pissing me off. The Trump thing's pissing me off. I don't want to. I don't want to see it in personal. I have some personal connections to COVID, which you shouldn't have to be empathetic towards it, but I happen to do, so it's even more personal. But I had personal connections before, so this COVID thing's scary and it's real, and people don't believe it or lie about it. That's just heartbreaking. So what are you gonna do? They dumb down this fucking culture. I made a joke about it not too long ago. If you can't remember your phone number, how can you remember who to vote for? But what the hell? I wrote this a while ago and read this, and before I do that, so I'm going to say you that I've never had a sexual fantasy about Santa Claus before. Just I never have. I don't think it's necessarily a bad or a good thing. I just never have. Someone told me once that I ride the cusp of inappropriate behavior on a regular basis. Hey, I have an idea. What's the most inappropriate thing you did at the office that you didn't get fired for? What's the most inappropriate thing you did at your old jobs that you did not get fired for? And while you're thinking of that, I'll read a poem to you. My blood is your blood, my heart is your heart, the darkness we share, the light blinds us all. The clown cries for everyone. The child leans against a tree, stares into the air, searching for love. We're all the same kid, looking for a mystery that no one holds the key. Answers slip away like commercial soundtracks that end up in your head with a melody you never wanted. Flushed down the drain with useless information that makes you feel useful. My blood is your blood. My fears are your fear. I am her. I am him, and everyone in between. My blood is your blood is my blood, and my heart is your heart. How are your turtles doing, John? Sometimes John's turtles run around. I think they're kitties, little green kitties with shells. You guys believe in Pavlovian theory of cause and effect? Let's see what you got here. Okay, upside down smile. La 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 la. I'll read one more poem. I don't read this before. I don't know. It's another Chicago poem. I have new stuff too. But I'm trying to mix this up. I still want to do a cooking show. I still want to get guests on my show. Things are happening. This is going to go on for a while. This COVID and these Facebook Live shows. What's your favorite escape route? Lately, I've been watching reruns of the King of the Hill. That and the Bonnie Hunt show called Buildings. Hey, Bennett, you ever see Buildings with Bonnie Hunt? That was a great show. A Chicago show for you. All right, I'll read one more poem, then I'm going to call it night. Running after snowflakes, catch flies with my tongue, rolling through the meadows, playing it close to the bone. Lying about yesterday, laughing about mistakes, changing gears, getting stuck in a ditch. Hate to be peculiar, looking for a blank paper, looking for a way out. Stop trying to think, see your face from behind your eyes, looking your imperfections, kissing you in my dreams, closing in on a memory, slapwater dances, careless children, roused about, lay about, give me something to shout about. Tear off all my skin, give everything I have to you. The fire inside me burns nightly. Don't dig a shallow grave for me, want to dance next to the sun. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, and I'll cry if I want to, and I'll cry if I want to. She was as lonely as me. She grieved in the sunshine. She played Jeopardy with herself. Thoughtless, unforgiving, only kind to the very young. Don't want to be circling around the empty space inside your head. What is the point of saying it? It has already been said, and everyone's name is Ted. Catch drops of water with my tongue, spitting out broken wings of fallen angels, rubbing the Buddha belly, praying for rain. Everything is so likely, nothing makes sense. All the girls leave you speechless. Nylon wrapped around ankles, up calves, past thighs. Your eyes wander, your heart beats. The trapdoor of your imagination isn't supposed to make it a little clearer. What you want changes with the weather. So you move to Southern California where the weather rarely changes and the price you pay is always the price you can't afford anyways. And convince yourself that God has left you alone once again. You get lucky, you get another day to meet someone that's going to tell you that it's going to be all right. Stay up later than you expected. Stay up right into the next day, and the only thing comes easy is not knowing what comes next. Expectations will certainly let you down when the deep common thread that holds us together frayed around the edges, falling loose around the ankles, saving prisoners of consciousness are all the prisoners we are. Hate when I sound like someone I'm not. Don't tell me that you don't tell me anything. Just let me be. Whatever comes easier for you, look out lightning. It's cool, man. Oh, okay. Oh, that's funny. All right, right on, dude. That's a good one. Like you and Willie Nelson, dude. Yeah, okay. One time I got fired and I left my job. I was outside in the parking lot and I told these really dirty jokes and really pretty offensive jokes to my workmates. And the worst thing about it, they kept laughing and they kept encouraging me by laughter. But the next day they told my boss about these inappropriate jokes and he had to let me go. And I wasn't even at work. I was like, man, these fucking PC bastards, man. Yeah, that's wild. Don't encourage people and then feel bad about it later and get them fired, man. That sucks. I like the turtles, John. They're cool looking. I don't know how to do these. Is that an emoji or what is those things called? I've always wondered what these things are called. Like, what's there an emoji and a hashtag or a hash pipe and a bong? I don't know what the other is. It's crap. Next week, we'll do another show. I'll have some more material. I'll have some more Sid, some more Eileen, David, John, Bennett. Anybody can send me new stuff. That'd be cool. I like doing this, sort of. I do miss laughter. I miss, I miss human touch. It's wild. This pandemic is wild. We're all going to be voting for that jackass who fucking get that jackass out of office. Hey, my one beer a week, people. Again, brought to you by Negra Modelo. Thanks for tuning in. Have a lovely week. Tune in next week. I'll have more things to do. Yeah, I don't know. You ever like whack off in the bathroom and not get caught? I don't know if that counts though. Like I remember like when I first discovered masturbation, I'd go to the bathrooms occasionally and pull one out in the bathroom by myself. I wasn't like sharing it, but it was like, wow, what a weird thing to get busted for. Luckily, it didn't happen. Sometimes it's hard to believe in love, but we got to try. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a lovely day. Stay healthy. Stay happy. Hands clean. Your hands clean. Eat healthy. Avoid large quantities of people with their mask off, choking and shit. You know my favorite thing about going to the grocery store lately is the cover of the National Enquirer, and they make you give the illusion that life is still okay. Because this shit sucks, man. Everybody, it's like, just vote that guy out of office. And all my liberal friends, stop looking for a hero. Look for a reasonable. Let's see. That's funny. That's cool, John. All right, babies. Yeah, exactly. You know my favorite hero is? Patti Smith. She's not really a hero either. I'm really digging the new Elvis Costello, the new Bob Dylan. I really like the new song I've been digging lately is a song called Let It Rain by Buddy Miller and his wife Judy Miller and Steve Earle and the McCary sisters. I recommend it. Let It Rain. All right, everybody. Peace out. Take care of yourself. Eat healthy. Stay clean. And keep smiling. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for Eileen and Sid for contributing work this week. And I'll have more work next week. Peace, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.